What is up, guys? It is esports content entertainment coming at you guys with another video here today, and in today's video we are going to be talking about Evil Genius's AD carry Danny. So from the past 3 best of 5 series that we have seen Evil Geniuses play for the LCS 2022 Summer Split playoffs, we've seen Danny pretty much act really interesting because people have noticed from the player cam he's just either mentally not there or he's burnt out. You could definitely tell there was something going on with him. Like, I remember even from the Team Liquid versus COG best of 5 when they were having the little mic check moments like after the game is over, Hansama had said he was like literally losing his mind. I mean, the amount of pressure on these guys to perform, and when you hear stuff like that Hansama is saying stuff like that, and then when you see Danny acting a certain way, you can kind of tell something is going on with these players when you ever have these kind of situations arise, as you can see in their demeanor on the player cams, you know, from what we've been able to see. Now, even after Evil Geniuses won against Team Liquid just a few days ago, right when like Vulcan and Inspired and Impact and Jojo Pion were like hugging each other, Danny did not even regroup with the team to celebrate the victory of them going to Worlds, actually. You know, which is a pretty big thing for Jojo Pion and Danny, respectively. And then we have a statement regarding Danny coming out from the Evil Geniuses CEO, and it reads like this. She puts, "With love regarding our league roster for Chicago, thank you for understanding and sending nothing but amazing vibes for the Forever Prince of Pentakills." And here was the official statement. "With much respect and an open heart, I share with you today that our beloved Danny will not be competing at this weekend's LCS Summer Split Finals in Chicago. It takes a great deal of courage and self-awareness to recognize when the right time is to step away from something you've worked so hard on at achieving, especially when you care so deeply for this organization and your teammates in order to focus on mental health. Danny has played an integral part in EG's success this year in LCS, and there are not enough words to express his undisputable value to this team and organization. We at Evil Geniuses are more than just an organization. We're a family. We battle together, we win together, lose together, and support each other through every situation. Danny is a part of this family, and we will continue to support him in every way possible as he takes time away, and we look forward to welcoming him back when he's ready. To fans of the LCS community, we ask that you show Danny nothing but unwavering support and the empathy he deserves from all of us, because this community is more than just fandom and rivalries or trash talk and banter. It's about the love of this esport. Together, we can be a positive force that is understanding and supportive. We encourage you to remember that players are humans too, and that they dedicate their lives to this game with the weight of the world on their shoulders for our entertainment. We look forward to your love and support this weekend in Chicago." So I just hope Danny gets the help he needs right now. I hope he's not like too down on himself. I don't know what's been going on with his mind recently. I mean, Evil Geniuses have been pretty good most of the year so far, you know. In the LCS 2022 lock-in tournament, they played pretty well. They took that momentum and didn't really show that in the LCS 2022 Spring Split. They actually barely made playoffs, actually. And remember, in the Spring Split, they only allowed 6 teams, and they barely went 9-9. Then they got into the playoffs. They lost the first round to Team Liquid, actually, and then they managed to make that impressive lower bracket run, and even winning the LCS 2022 Spring Split. They went to, the 2022 MSI, where they pretty much did just exactly as most people expected. They weren't going to beat G2. They didn't beat G2 at all. They won one game against T1, kind of barely, because T1 kept throwing, and they didn't beat RNG at all. But they went there and they got a lot of lessons learned as a new young squad. They come back to the LCS 2022 Summer Split. They finish in first place, 15-3. And then they get, obviously, the bye. They face Cloud9 in the first round of the LCS 2022 Summer Split playoffs. They get pretty much completely demolished, actually. And then it was from that series, you can kind of see Danny just not really being there. You can tell that in scrims they were probably getting destroyed, and his mental state was just getting completely destroyed. People factor in, League is more of a mental game as well. If they're not mentally there, or you're not mentally strong enough at a certain moment in time, you'll just completely fall apart. And then after that, they lose to Cloud9. They face off against they faced off against TSM for the next round, and they were also not doing so well against TSM. It was really honestly on Vulcan and Inspired to really push them over the edge. I think Jojo Pion came up clutch when he needed to, and then that's how they won against TSM. Like, literally, against TSM definitely could have beaten them. It was very, very apparent. And then they faced Team Liquid, and Team Liquid also almost give them a run for their money, but they managed to pull it out. You can tell in Game 5 with Misfortune, Danny was just not playing his best. I mean, he was playing good on the Misfortune pick initially, but then as the game went on, he just simply wasn't doing too well. And it was just an issue after issue after issue with his gameplay, how his demeanor was on camera. You could kind of see, like, they go to Worlds. They're the third seed from North America going to Worlds, and the team is like huddling. They're doing their little, huddling shit right there, and he's just not going. He's just breaking down afterwards. It's like there's so much pressure on him to perform because he obviously was the previous split winner. He was obviously the previous representative, with his team for North America at MSI. And right now, obviously, if Evil Geniuses lose to 100 Thieves, they will be in the play-ins. And I think the play-ins wouldn't be bad for a North American team to kind of ramp up as the event goes on. Yeah, you might kind of burn out as the event goes on, but you do actually get some really valuable experience being on stage at Worlds, specifically because if you don't play on stage for too long, that's when a lot of teams don't do so well. That's why I'm kind of fearful of Cloud9 just automatically not being part of the play-in stage, because a lot of their recent great runs at Worlds or upsetting a lot of teams was because they got that initial experience in the play-in stage, getting on stage, getting that experience against different teams from around the world, actually. So currently coming up this weekend, Evil Geniuses will be facing 100 Thieves. I think 100 Thieves ends up beating them anyway. I have 100 Thieves winning that series 3-1. Just with Evil Geniuses' recent form compared to 100 Thieves, I definitely think 100 Thieves are just the better team. I think if Evil Geniuses goes to the play-in stage, I think that'll be much better for them overall. So I think a lot of people think that the AD carry that's going to be taking Danny's place is going to be Kaori, right? Because their import slots. Wait, does Kaori count as an NA resident? I don't know how that's going to play out with their roster. They'll make an announcement about that very soon. But I hope the replacement ADC they make can fill Danny's shoes enough, but like, even if they had Danny, I still would have had 100 Thieves winning that best of 5 anyway. That's just me personally, But I hope Danny gets the support he needs, and I definitely hope that Evil Geniuses, with whoever they put up as an ADC substitute for this weekend, can definitely potentially match up to 100 Thieves definitely well. Now, Worlds takes place in October, so hopefully by then Danny feels a whole lot better and he can play with the team, because without Danny, the team definitely will struggle a bit, because Danny is a key integral part of the team, but I really think most of how this team has actually been good is actually been based around Impact and Inspired. I think Vulcan definitely does a great job with this team, and definitely with a lot of roaming supports and engaged supports, he's been a really key part into how they've been winning their games. But I think Impact and Inspired are like real rocks of the team, especially Impact, who's not been doing that well recently. I think his overall game sense to how he moves with the team is very, very key to how they've been winning a lot of their games. So if you don't want to count Impact because he's not been playing that well, I think it's definitely been between Inspired and Vulcan to be the players for them to really get them a lot of their recent wins. Because you look at a lot of their games that they played, it's been mostly Impact Vulcan and Inspired pulling most of the weight. You know, Impact with clutch flanks, you know, Inspired with clutch smites and clutch ganks early on. Vulcan with amazing flanks and playmaking prowess on, you know, champions like Rakan, champions like Bard. So we'll have to see how it goes to them. But I want to just make sure I say this to you guys before we head out, is the channel name has changed. It is now called Esports Content Entertainment. I'll be having a channel update video coming out very, very soon, explaining all the new recent changes on the channel. The Cloud9 podcast has been having 2 episodes, but I've been so busy recently, so I've been kind of putting it back down into 1 episode. We're going to try and test out the 1 to 2 episode format, but my time has just been kind of, you know, smunched in right now, given all the time I've been putting into my main channel versus this one. But I will have a channel update video coming out very, very soon, detailing why I changed the channel name, the future of the channel, and all of that. But yes, what do you guys think about Danny taking a step back right now and will not be competing for the LCS Summer Split Finals in Chicago this year in 2022? What do you guys think about that? See you guys later. Like, comment, and subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. I am MSK, and this is Esports Content Entertainment, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.